Hey everyone, Prestior here, or some Langrisser Mobile. It's a new month, and that means a new banner. This video is coming a bit later, simply because I have already actually done some of the summons, but my footage got scrapped, unfortunately, which is probably for the best, because it so far has not gone well. So, first of all, we'll talk about the new item that's on the Secret Realm store, which I've already bought. There's one for Weiler, which I don't care about. And then I bought the Gem of the Empire, which is for Florentia. It's a really good item. It's HP and magic defense, reduces soldier damage taken by 10%, which is pretty good if she's at full health, because her soldiers, of course, have better stats at full HP. And then at the start of each battle and when an ally dies, she gains a battle strategy. So if you have a 6-star Florentia, which starts with 5 battle strategies, with this equip, you'll have 6 at the start of the battle, and then every time an ally dies, you gain 1. PvE wise, it's not super useful, but PvP it's pretty good, simply because obviously in most Apex matches you're gonna lose troops. It's either, I mean, unless you're clean sweeping, in which case the amount of battle strategy you're getting is probably not going to matter. It's debatable whether or not this is better than a Tenuous headdress, but I don't like relying super heavily on RNG. So it also frees up a Tenure headdress for a different character that maybe doesn't have as good of an exclusive or doesn't have one. So I'm actually okay with having Florentia equip this. So I have that swapped over. Anyway, just to kind of show general progress on how the summon has gone so far. Almost all my summons have been pity, which means I've had to do 100 summons just to get one SSR. And I have a 5-star Epsilon, which means I've gotten 4 of him so far. I got a off-banner Shelfaniel, which is already 6 stars, which is not useful, and I got 1 off-banner Betty, which got her to 4 stars because I don't use Betty. The off-banner Betty is pretty much a sign that you're cursed, and I'm expecting to get nothing but Epsilons for the rest of these summons. I was tempted to just call my losses and just not get Moo this run. There is a Destiny banner in the future that does have Moo on it, but it also has Sage of the Trees or Old Landius on it, and out of all the characters that I'm missing, Old Landius is one of them. So if I were to wait till the Destiny banner, there's a decent chance that I would have to do a coin flip. And if I fail the coin flip, I am screwed. And I will not be able to get Moo for a very long time. So this is, if I want to get Moo right here, right now, I mean, if I want to get Moo at all, I have to get her this month, which is unfortunate. She's a cool character, don't get me wrong, but it's not a character I really want to focus on at this current time. But if I want to get her, I need to get her now. Anyway, I'm currently, I think I'm 40 summons away from pity, I think. So we'll go ahead and just dive into this, and we'll see what we can get. Expect it to be pretty bad. All right. Anything else I need to worry about? Nope. Let's do this. So Moo is a spellcaster that's focused on nature type stuff. She has some really unique things in her kit, like the ability to buff allies while they're on grasslands and forest, and debuff enemies that are also on grasslands and forest. She has an attack that adds a debuff where if the unit dies, they will turn into a treant. So you essentially get a free little tank that can self-res. So it's not too shabby. And she also has a teleport that's global. The spell itself has only 3 range, but it can teleport a unit to any grasslands or forest tiles anywhere in the map, which can actually be useful even in maps like the Sky map, because there's grasslands in the center, so you can quickly take the center. So, kind of cool. But unfortunately my luck has been pretty abysmal, not even just in this game. I failed to get the Kokomi in Genshin Impact, which is probably for the best, because I think I'm going to be quitting that game anyway. And I also didn't get anything in Toho Lost Word, which I'm probably going to quit as well. Not because of that, not getting what I want, but it's just kind of generally losing interest in the game. So just this week has been kind of, as far as summons are concerned, it's bad luck. I've been doing, the gear summons I did recently were really good, and I've also gotten some pretty decent drops from the usual red ore gambling. So I can't really say it's all been bad luck. It's just unfortunate that it has to be this. Okay, so we're gonna hit Pity again. Yeah, like I said, majority of my SSRs have been on Pity. I did get double. I did get one that was on average, and then I got a pair that was off average, or that was below average. But yeah, overall it's been rough. So yeah, this is on Pity. It's 40% chance to get what I want. So far, I have been failing that pseudo coin flip. Thank you. Okay, we got Moo. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize she apparently paused for a very long time and I cut her off. I apologize. Okay. Yggdrasil vessel, a vessel made to direct the power of Yggdrasil. I apologize for mispronunciations. Okay, so yeah, it kind of sucks I had to devote so much resources just to get this character this month. Next month is going to be both female characters, including Christiane. He's going to be one of the best tanks in the game. She has also a new princess faction buffer, which is fantastic because we definitely need one to be a tank. Though I've been kind of going back and forth of whether or not I'm going to be changing my kit or my Apex box for her or not. We'll see. In any case, let me go to the bonds real quick. Go ahead and grab Moo here. Yeah, I can get it. There you go. Alright, so what I'll probably do here is I'm going to go ahead and... Well, actually, that went faster than I expected. So let's give me one moment and I'll get her leveled up. Okay, so before I continue on with Moo, just to talk a little bit about Epsilon. Epsilon is the second Meteor faction buffer, so they finally have two besides Zerda now. He is needed for, I think, Alpha's bond, and Alpha is going to come out in 2 months, I believe. So if you intend on picking up Alpha, then you probably want to get Epsilon as well. Besides that, not really much else to say. He does have some stealth mechanics and guard bypassing and things like that. Supposedly he's not very good until he gets his exclusive weapon, so either way, I'm not going to use him. Anyway, for Moo, I have her mostly set up. I did screw up the last time. What's it called? What's it called? I can't remember what it's called. What's the term? Gate of Fate. That's the term. I messed up her last Gate of Fate. I was supposed to bring Lambda, and I didn't. So I have everything unlocked except for her last bond, which unfortunately is her attack bond, so she's going to be a little bit weaker. But hopefully I can still pull off all this. So to go ahead and go over her kit, you can go either Mage or Holy. Both have the same amount of intelligence. I think the only difference between Holy is Holy has less magic defense than Wizard. Obviously the benefit of being Holy, of course, is you get the advantages of getting extra damage against demons and all that good stuff. Besides that, the main thing that's kind of a detriment of using her, at least for me especially, is her factions are just Yellis and Mythic, which unfortunately there are no female faction buffers for. In any case, her passive is if allies are on forest, grassland terrain, their attack and intelligence increase after taking action. Oh, after taking action, they also restore HP. If enemies are on terrain, the same terrain, there's a 40% chance they get a random debuff. The debuff is actually pretty standard. It's like 20%, 30%, debuffs to things like attack and magic defense and things like that. I thought they were going to be a lot more minor, but they're not. As she goes up in star ranks, I believe the buff increases. I don't know if it's the buff that increases. I know it'll probably increase the heal. But the main thing is this 40% will eventually become 100% at 6 stars. So essentially every time your opponent ends their turn in grassland or forest, they get a debuff, which can be kind of useful, especially on big maps where people are stalling. Most of her skills, it's mostly offense. She's got some single target, some AoE. She has a unique AoE called Entangle, which does 0.33 damage. If it hits a target that's in forest or grassland, their mobility is reduced by 3. Otherwise, it's only reduced by 1. And the mobility debuff lasts for 2 turns. She has a unique passive where if a unit is on a forest or grassland terrain, if this unit is on forest or grassland terrain, damage is taken reduced by 20%. When using a skill, unit range is increased by 1. At the end of the turn, she'll restore HP to allies, to all other allies within 2 blocks, which is useful. She's kind of like a pseudo Liana. She doesn't really have any heal spells by herself, but she does have some healing passives, which is nice. Nature's Blessing, active skill. The terrain where any unit within 3 blocks is standing is regarded as grassland. So she has a way of kind of making things grassland. And then her teleport. Active skill, teleport 1 ally to any 1 block of forest or grassland terrain within range. The range is infinite, so it's if it's a forest or grassland tile, she can teleport the target to it. Yeah, that's pretty much all you can say about that. So yeah, it's probably one of the things that really stands out is being able to teleport. Even on a map like the sky map, there's grasslands in the center, so you can definitely take the center very quickly with that. So that's definitely probably the main thing I'll be interested in if I were to take in Mew. It's to take advantage of the teleport. I've been meaning to try to add more teleport to my Apex box. But for the time being, since this went pretty short because I lost a lot of footage, let's just go ahead and dive right into this. I'm going to go ahead and do Awakenings. There is only 1 female character that has Awakenings this month, and that is Mew. So hopefully I can pull this off. Oh, speaking of soldiers and stuff, she has access to Elven Cavalry, which is kind of neat. She has access to sorceresses. She has access to Trent guards and Amazon champions and things like that. So you can make her just like a tanky support, I guess, if you really want to. In Apex matches, I usually see her running around with Elven Cavalry Archer. I guess the benefit of that is you can do some okay damage in melee. Oh, I did. There was one other thing I wanted to talk about as far as the teleport. You can't cheese it. You can't cheese it with someone like Deedlit who can, make things forest terrain. It has to be actual forest terrain, not something that's been transformed by a command aura or things like that, or a buff. So, just something to note. Anyway, I gave her this gear for the time being, just because I had it laying around, and so hopefully that'll be enough to kind of get her going. Alright, Awakening time. Mew has a purpose. She can't lose. Well, we'll see if she can't lose. Going up against a Lambda, a Melania. The Oliver's going to be a problem. Alright, well, we can do... So the big issue with this map is, of course, there's no forest or grassland terrain. Where any unit within 3 blocks is grass. I mean, I could do that. See what that does for me. But I don't know if that'll affect herself or not. Well, one way to find out. Remove. So something like that. So in theory, if I'm making everything grassland, I should have +1 range. So we'll see if that works. If not, I can always undo it and try something else. Because I definitely want to be able to outrange Oliver. If I need to, I can always switch to the extra range staff. Okay, does not work. That's what I wanted to know. So let's solve this a different way. Okay. That should take care of that. So now all my single targets will have +1 range. So with that in mind, let's do this, and I'm okay with Tornado. Alright, in we go. So with this, I should be able to just go, yeah, attack from outside her range. I won't have the plus int, but that's okay. Are you serious? You're gonna pass a bunch? Okay, you only have 1 buff. Alright, that's fine. What's your range, by the way? 5 movement. Okay. Okay, that's workable. So I'll hit you with this. Okay, and what do you have? Okay, that's workable. You're gonna go up to there. I'll move here, and then just hit you. Alright. Quick and easy. Alright, so now she has an extra skill point. Now we can unlock her 3C. Alright, dive right in. I understand, I have to survive. Alright, so this map does have grasslands, so we can do things with this. Not sure what I'm going to do with it, but I can do things with this. Alright. What are you using? Okay, so you're being like that. 60%, so she's 4 stars? Yeah, I think she's 4 stars. Okay, well, with all that in mind, I was considering doing teleports, so let's do that. I can also root them in place. Yeah, she's doing Nature's Blessing with Force Teleport. Okay, that's fine. And I don't really need this. We can get rid of that. Because our opponent will take care of that. We'll do something like that. Okay, let's how far can you shoot? Far enough. Perfect. If an ally is within 2 blocks. Okay, so with that we get this. Alright, off we go. Okay, so I did get hit with a debuff from Moo's talent, but I had Gospel open, active, so it didn't do any damage. So I can either go after Oliver, or I can go after Lambda. I think I want to go after Lambda. Balani is going to buff. Moo might buff, but I'm not sure. But I can definitely take you out. Alright, so for that I can at least avoid nasty little debuffs there. And what I can do here... Oh, I can't teleport freaking... Okay, well that's my mistake. Well, not much I can do about that then. We'll just go... over here. So yeah, I can teleport anywhere that's a grasslands or forest. Okay, so she opened with an AoE. Alright, won the exchange. All of them have debuff attack because I hit them with Dragon Breath. You can't move. Oh, right. Because your movement's been debuffed. Okay. That's fine. We'll just, we'll hit you with Tornado. Try not to die from this. You might die from this. Well, she doesn't have sorceresses, so it's just from her. Okay, that works. Can't do anything. Alright, almost pulled it off. Definitely one of the easier awakenings. My mages are pretty strong though, so. Good stuff. So we got Song of Destruction. And her exclusive animation. There you go. So, let me go ahead and switch this back. If I'm going to use her, it's not going to be at extreme ranges. Alright, so her new skill. Attacks an enemy, dealing 1.6 times damage before battle, afflicts enemy with damage taken plus 20%, and Seeds of the Forest. Upon death, it becomes an ancient treant that joins the caster's forces. Lasts for 2 turns, cannot be dispelled. After battle, grants both unit and the target grass field for 2 turns. Command: when an ally within 1 ring range moves, all passable terrain is considered grassland. Only 1 ancient treant can be active on the battlefield at any time. Has a cooldown of 4 rounds. So there you go. So not too shabby. Like I said, her she's got a kind of a very unique kit. I'm not going to be using her until I at least get her to 6 stars, and that's not going to be for several months. So for now, I guess that's it. Like I said, there's no other awakenings for me to work on, so I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I am the Depressed Dealer. This was Langrisser Mobile summoning and awakening for Hope and Decay. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time.